Hello, welcome to Recursive Gaming and another episode in our new playthrough of Dragon Age Inquisition, Nightmare difficulty on a Stealth Dagger Rogue. Since the last time you guys saw me, I explored the whole area and I managed to get 2 levels. Well, actually more 1 level. All of the codexes that I gathered and all of the research pushed me up in experience, and then when I turned in my research right here at this table, it pushed me to the next level. You also had not seen me spend the point that I gained or the level that I gained since we finished the last boss that we did in the previous episode. So I've got 2 points to spend. I'm going to go ahead and do that now, and I'm going to get Skirmisher so we can get a second stealth. And then normally I would think about coming over here and getting easy to miss, but I actually think I want to go for, leeching poison first. I did verify or confirm by reading online that it does heal you for every auto attack, and on a dagger rogue, it's fantastic because of the attack speed. So excellent ability. I think it's going to pay off more, keeping me alive, because I can use it every 24 seconds, right? So theoretically, every 24 seconds, I get a massive amount of healing as long as I'm attacking with my daggers. So regenerating that health, I think, is going to go farther for keeping me alive than simply avoiding the threat from one target. So this only affects the target that I'm flanking. If I'm not flanking any other targets, then they have the same amount of threat towards me. So this only really helps me in very specific circumstances when I'm hitting one target. And while I am going to get it, I do think I'll get more out of leeching poison first. Also, you get more damage, right? So 25% weapon damage per second on targets that I poison. So that's going to help with the damage a little bit, and that's what we're going to do. Excellent. And I will go ahead and swap these. Okay. Let's go ahead and continue the story.
Chain him! I want him prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Disregard that and leave us.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
Am I still a suspect?
So I'm still a suspect, even after what we just did.
You absolutely are.
No, he is not.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone most holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect?
You, and many others.
But not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to him for help.
So his survival, that thing on his hand, all a coincidence.
Providence. The Maker sent him to us in our darkest hour.
Let me see. I'm not sure what these icons mean, but I'm not a chosen one. I know that.
You realize I'm an elf. A Dalish elf.
I have not forgotten. No matter what you are or what you believe, you are exactly what we needed when we needed it.
The breach remains, and your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
This is not for you to decide.
You know what this is, Chancellor. A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn. We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order with or without your approval.
I don't like this guy. At all.
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. We have no leader, no numbers. And now, no Chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
I want to help.
If you're truly trying to restore order.
That is the plan.
Help us fix this before it's too late.
All right. Very cool. I find it interesting that this is a world where magic exists, and yet we still send messages by bird. That is really interesting to me. I know they're going for a medieval sort of theme with medieval technology, but in a world of magic, that makes no sense. I guess you can sort of make it make sense lore-wise with saying that the Templars, right, and everyone but the Mages Guild would be hesitant to use mages for anything because there's so much conflict between the Mages Guild and the Templars. But still, if you ask me, I think they should have a more active role with magic technology. Magitech, I guess you could call it. Alright, so don't know why we loaded in this corner next to a bush. Can anyone tell me why we loaded in a corner next to a bush? I was just over here. Couldn't get to the bathroom. The bathroom was too stocked, so I said, hold on, I'm just going to use this bush. Hold on, guys. Just wait. Okay, I'm done. What are we doing? That's ridiculous. Okay. Requisitions, no schematics available. Can't do anything yet. It says I can talk to her. What happens when I talk to her?
If you're here to clean, Hess can get you a bucket and a broom. Thrin, if you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions,
What do you do here?
This isn't really story, so I'm going to go ahead and skip through this text. Nobody really cares about it.
I supported her father. I apologize. Sister Liliana told me I should... Here, take a look.
Okay.
You find some iron and a good... Just take it over there. Make it
Okay.
go.
Now, was that enough? Yes. Okay. So I need one logging stand, and I know exactly where we can get it. So that'll be nice. I know exactly where to go. So it says report to Haven's Chantry. Okay. I guess we just go back in here now.
Does it trouble you?
Not anymore.
It stops spreading and it doesn't hurt.
We take our victories where we can. What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
Sounds like fun.
What harm could there be in powering up something we barely understand?
Hold on to that sense of humor. May I present Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
Such as they are. We lost many soldiers in the valley, and I fear many more before this is through.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
Anderan Atishan.
You speak Elven.
You just heard the entirety of it, I'm afraid.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
A pleasure.
Pleased to meet you all.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
They still think I did it.
They still think I'm guilty.
That is not the entirety of it any longer. Some are calling you, a Dalish elf, the Herald of Andraste. That frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
Could we be attacked?
Will the Chantry attack us?
With what? They have only words at their disposal.
And yet, they may bury us with them.
There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
Yeah, I'd like to get Vivian. If I remember correctly, that's the path that we have to go in order to get Vivian, and she's going to be an excellent person to add to our party. I'd prefer to run with a 2-mage party. 2 mages, me as the only rogue, and Cassandra as the tank. Varric is excellent, and I'd love to have Varric in my team, but on Nightmare difficulty at least, you really need the additional mage for the barrier, and you want to be having them use barrier as often as possible. So I think I want to try and go get Vivian
I'll see what
first.
she has to say.
You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
Okay. What's in Ferelden? Scout the hinterlands? What's in Orlais? Nothing. Looks like we're going to Ferelden.
Have you kept in touch with our friends in Lady Esterly's estate?
And this is
Several
the only
guards
option we
will be
have.
for her tomorrow night. We will have names soon enough.
Okay. Let's do it. Yep, the war rages on. The war rages on with these poor people caught in the middle. All right. Not now. Alright. I now have access to missions. Okay. Look at all these missions I can do now. The Black Emporium. Nice. Contact Clan Lavalin. Address a nobleman's concerns. The Terran of Hyever. Gather coin. And then Orlais. Still nothing. Okay. Let's see what else we can do. Oh, there's one hidden back there. Hard and Hightown 3, Varric's Revenge. Looks like I can do some quests for specific characters. That's nice. Contact Clan Lavalin. Terran of Highever. I think some of these are from the expansions. So, Black Emporium. Okay. I think the Black Emporium would give us access to some nice gear. I think if we come here, because this sounds very similar to what they have in Dragon Age 2 when you bought the expansion or the pre-order in Dragon Age 2. So I think if we go to the Black Emporium, we can actually get some decent gear. So it looks like I have this team to go with for now. You don't really need a team in the Black Emporium. So a lot of these features are going to be new to me, I think. This does seem familiar, but for some reason I don't remember the Black Emporium.
Handle the
No,
merchandise with care.
Either I've been here before or this is an exact copy of what it was like in Dragon Age 2. So, Mirror Transformation, I can change my looks anytime. Let's go up here and read. So you get experience every time you reveal a codex. Stuff like that. Crafting materials and schematics. Okay, look at this. Masterworked Dwarven Maul. Nice. Okay, so I can craft some very nice stuff. Weapons. Nothing for sale. Oh, this is where you theoretically buy stuff, but all they have here is schematics. So I guess I would buy them here. They're selling schematics. Okay, so this is how much it costs. And I have 742. It's quite expensive. It would be pretty nice, though. Tier 2 dagger schematic. Huh. Tier 2 dagger sounds nice. And it would be nice, but I'm not going to spend my gold on it. I think it's a bad idea, because then you have to also have the resources here, and I know I don't have enough resources yet to start crafting stuff, so I think that would be a mistake. Now, you could buy them, actually. Wow, check that out. So I could buy the schematic, and then I could buy this. If I had enough gold, theoretically, then I could craft a whole lot of stuff right now. Wow. Okay, it's kind of a cheat, just a little bit. I can make myself very strong. Not sure it's necessary, though. Schematics of Legend. Okay, check this out. Yeah, I actually don't remember this. This seems like it might have been added with an expansion. I just bought the expansion bundle. I actually didn't even check everything that came with them. I figured I would just play through and figure it out. I knew they offered classes, additional areas to explore, stuff like that. Wow, so these are expensive, but I bet they're very nice. Tier 3 dagger. Wow, check this stuff out, man. The Sullivan blade. That's a great sword. Wow, very nice. Here we go. This is probably what I would go for. The Blade of Red Birth. Oh no, there's a bunch of daggers. Yeah, you'd have to do some save scumming. So you'd have to save the game and then come in here and buy, unless you had enough gold to just buy everything, but that's really expensive. I'm not sure I'll have that much gold for a long time. But anyways, you'd have to come in here and buy and see if it's worth it, or just look it up online to see which one's best. But definitely don't have enough for that. But hey, look at this. We can buy some stuff. Of course, the required levels are going to be too high for us to take advantage of it, but wow, 36% heal on kill. That would make a solo run actually possible. That's pretty nice. Path to Glory. Here we go. Dexterity, flanking damage bonus, stagger on hit, and gain guard on hit? What? Wow. No, it is unique, so you can only equip one of them. But then again, you can only buy one as well, I bet. Still, that's really nice.
You may
Well, okay, so
a tiny bear, but
unfortunately,
a magister
I didn't really see anything affordable. Like, everything's way too expensive, so... I mean, good to know it exists, and once we can afford the crafting, I think the crafting would help us out a lot, but... until we can afford the crafting, I'm just not seeing that as a really good option. Haven or Hinterlands. Let's go to Haven. I want to do the rest of those mission options. There was also one building I couldn't get into because it wasn't unlocked. So I'd check that out. I think there's a codex or two in there that I can find for some experience. Something tells me with all of the additional options, and if I really go the crafting route to make myself really strong,
If the Inquisition wants to
this isn't going to be that difficult. Or at least until I get to the additional content. Okay, so let's loot this. Sure. We can craft weapons. We can modify armor. Okay, check all this stuff out. Oh, I can craft a grip. Huh. I can craft armor. Oh, check this stuff out. Oh, okay. I was looking at the tier. This is tier 1, tier 1, tier 1, all tier 1. We can craft a gear mod. Wow. Okay, and then buy, sell. Ooh, check that out. That's the respec option. And this is another respec option, but this one's a lot cheaper. Very nice. Of course, I'm not going to use it for a while. I'll use it for sure when I unlock my specialization. But until then, I don't see the point in using it. There's a limited amount of these. So, nice to know it exists, though. Okay, let's see. Anything else in here? Not really. Okay, so there's someone I can talk to? Theoretically. Something's lit up. The stable guy? I don't see him yet. Oh, I'm guessing this is going to be one of those missions. Okay, and I do know I have to explore all this, but I won't make you guys wait. Long story short, there is this that we go and do, which is one of the active missions, and then there's a logging cabin somewhere around here. I think it's up in this area. A logging camp that we can capture, and that opens the room for another mission. So I won't make you guys wait through all the exploration stuff, though. It gets pretty boring pretty quick. So let's just go this way. I think it's this way. And you guys can watch me complete that mission at least, before we go and unlock more stuff at the war table. Okay. Let's just go. Man, I could just gather stuff all day. As a completionist, it's hard to force myself to stop. They do a good job in this game of giving you a lot of stuff to find, and it just feels very satisfying for a completionist like me to go around finding all this stuff like, ooh, goodies. I know it's only gathering, but I don't know, it's fun. I enjoy it.
I should look around.
Okay, so I'm watching the mini-map to tell me where things are. There we go. Go. We got some notes. Nothing else in here. Ooh, what was that picture of? Okay, interesting. If I remember right, there's something around here? Yeah, I think this is where we go. So iron is good to have, but there's a next level up of crafting material that I'm looking for. I think the rock is green colored. Can't remember what it's called though. Verdant ore or something. I'm not sure. Might even be a better type of iron. But I think that's the one that we want when we craft our daggers, because I think it has crit chance. Or maybe it has dexterity. Either way. I think iron doesn't give us what we want. Okay, here it is. This is the logging camp. And once we own this, we can go do that requisition we saw earlier. So I don't have my team with me, so if I'm going to fight this thing, it's going to be pretty difficult. They generate a lot of armor, and they move around a lot. So for a rogue like me, I think it would actually be quite challenging until I've gained maybe another talent point or two. As a rogue archer, it's ridiculously easy. But for a dagger rogue, yeah, I'm not even sure we can take one of these guys out. Yeah, look at all that armor. And they do good damage. If I had the ability to heal because I had unlocked leeching poison, I think I'd be more willing to try, but we might try. We'll have to see. We can always just run away. Run away from the big ram sheep? Yeah. Believe me, they're a lot stronger than you think. The Druffalo. Okay. I'm surprised I don't have a team. I thought I spawned in with one. Alright, so do we do the weapons? Yeah, it looks like we did. That was at the cabin, huh? Okay. We got the logging camp. So, rather than run around gathering a bunch of stuff, let me see if I can pick a fight with one of these things. Let me stealth. Before I can charge. And then we need to do this. And stealth again. Look how low on health I am already. And look how much armor it has left. Yeah, we're going to just run away from that. I knew it was a bad idea. Like, I'm already almost dead and I only got hit once. And I only took off 2 little plates of armor. And it regenerates that armor every time it charges. Which is its main move, so, like, it always has more armor. So yeah, we're not going to bother with that. If I had the full team with me, it'd probably be possible, so... Maybe if I can come back in and spawn with the team. If I remember right, there's something nice over here on the ice. Ha! I made a rhyme. And I don't want something on the map. So I'm going to go ahead and take that off. No, it's just elf fruit. Maybe it's over here? For the sake of not making you guys, like, wait for me to just go around picking a bunch of plants and, you know, mining for iron ore, I'm just going to skip all this stuff that I normally would get. I didn't see anything on the ice. I can kill this nug, though. Watch me kill this nug. Ha! Does it drop anything? I feel like it should. Did not drop anything, guys. That nug had nothing on it. I killed a poor defenseless nug for no reason. Could have been somebody's pet. I'll leave that one alone. Now that I know they don't drop anything, it just seems rather morbid to go around murdering a bunch of nugs. Okay, here we go. This is one of those areas that you can explore, I think. Doesn't lead anywhere. I don't think you can even go through. Oh, this is the area we started in. Isn't that ironic? Yeah, here we go. There's a codec. 50 experience? Sure. And then this. I will take that. 59 gold. Along with this. Some onyx. That's the next level up, isn't it? For crafting material. Okay. Not a waste of time. But rather boring, so... Sorry we're not getting to the combat quite yet. We will replenish our potions as soon as we visit a supply cache, so I'm not that worried about using that potion. Makes me wonder if I should have tried to kill that sheep, but I think it would have literally taken me like 10 minutes to kill the sheep, at least. So, not really worth my time. Once I have better gear, maybe. But let's look at the gear. I did want to show you what I found. So, some of this is Dagger of the Dragon was from pre-ordering the game, I believe. So I've got that. I've got a bow, which I'm not going to use, so I'm going to move that to valuables. Weighted dagger. Probably not going to use that. Actually, yeah, I am. Level 4, and it is a lot better than what I had before, so. Okay, so the recruit's dirk is no longer good enough for us, so we're going to move that to valuables. Alright. No. Okay, so here's Varric and the team. You can't give him a new weapon. He always has Bianca. And then here's Solus. This is an upgrade. I'd rather have the additional willpower. I believe it gives you more mana and mana regeneration. As well as damage. It's like his main stat, so. We will move that to valuables. And then Cassandra. This, 3% attack. Yeah, I'd rather use that. Move that to valuables. Okay. Now let's look at the armor. Can't use that, that's level 6. I'd rather have the dexterity. Okay. I can use light adventurer armor. It's usually not worth it. Let's see. I can also use this heavy armor. Tell you what, let's go to Cassandra and see if this heavy armor is an upgrade for her. Yeah, it is. A very nice upgrade. So we will give her that heavy armor. Looks good on her. Nice. Okay. Actually, let's also look at this. Is this better? It requires level 4. She's only level 3. So we can't give it to her. Me, let's see, do I want the medium armor? If I remember right, this only just has resistances and armor, which is nice, but for a little less armor rating, I get 2 cunning. So I think I'd rather have this. I get 2 constitution and quite a bit more armor rating. Oh no, who did I give it to? That was a mistake. Here we go. I wanted this. There we go. Okay. Solus. We'll give you that one. Oh, human trained only. You gotta be kidding me. Can he even see what I was looking at? Hold on. Maybe. If so, I'll put it on him instead, and then I'll just take this one, I think. Right. Solus, can you even see? Yes, you can. Okay. So it disappears from the list if somebody else is wearing it. So you can't really see what other people are wearing, unfortunately. You have to go and like search through to find. That's unfortunate. Okay. So Solus is going to wear that. I am going to wear what I am wearing, and looks like he can't wear it. Well, yeah, he can put this on. Okay, you'll put that on. Alright, we're all set. Now for accessories, we've got a belt of cold resistance. Tell you what, let's give that to Cassandra. She needs all of the resistances she can get. This is range defense. It's only 3%. It would make hardly any difference whatsoever. Okay, so I don't think I can do anything here yet. It's lit up. Oh wait, this guy. We can talk to this guy.
Did you be by? I'm Harriet, and everyone knows who you are. How's the new gear fit?
Quite well.
Sturdy and warm. It's perfect.
Good. My gear will see you through. So, you need custom work. Something special.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do this because sometimes it opens up other options, but it's not really all that interesting, and it's not really relevant to the story. So.
If you want to help the troops, talk to Thren, the quartermaster. She'll.
Okay.
It's possible to get them to risk the rest. Do you want something fancy? Bring your own
Can
design.
you improve my equipment?
Slap a new hilt on your sword in the field.
Do you have any designs? Yeah, see, there we go. I acquired a free schematic just by talking to him. So sometimes it's worth it to exhaust all the options when talking to people because there's hidden rewards. So.
Right.
Okay. Plus the codec upgraded. Because I asked him some stuff and he gave me information I didn't have before. So, yeah. It can be pretty helpful. So if I come here to craft weapons, I can craft a rugged dagger now. If I look here, we can see what each one gives me. So we've got... Hold on. This is... Doesn't tell me. This is damage. Okay, so... Offense slot, I guess? Oh, this is the primary slot. The damage type is determining the damage. So 46 damage, 118 DPS. This is actually going to end up being less damage than I currently have for both of my other daggers. So this dagger is not worth crafting like at all. And then over here we can get Sunder on hit, or we can get critical chance from Truffalo hide. So critical chance would be nice to have, but that's a pretty low DPS. And this grip would give us the option for attack, stagger on hit, or armor penetration. Okay. And then this one would give us Sunder on hit, critical chance. So we can get about 5% critical chance just from the hilt, in addition to the dagger itself. It's pretty nice. Sounds worth it, but I'm not sure. I'm not sold. Because if you look, I could put a grip on here for 2% crit. But I'm going to get replacements for this gear super fast. This might be worth upgrading. Do I even have what I need to make the grip? I think I do. I have lots of iron, so we'll go ahead and use the iron. And then for the Truffalo hide, yeah, sure. Okay. And we'll craft a second one. Okay. So we will get a total of 4% crit out of doing that, and 4% attack. And now we come here to modify weapons. And we come here to the daggers. Over here to the daggers. And we put on the grip that we chose, or that we made. Okay. Confirm changes. Nice. And then dagger the dragon. And we put in this other grip. Okay, so we've got a lot more crit and attack now. That's nice. Modify armor. This is just... Hold on. There we are. Okay, so can I modify this? Requires a sigil. Heavy legs, I guess is what we're putting in here. Yeah. Yeah, it's not a sigil, so... Can't really put it in what I want to put it in, so it's not really worth it. Alright. It's not worth upgrading any of the armor, really. So I can craft more gear for my companions. So, for instance, I could... like, these are pretty nice for me. That's going to help me out quite a bit with that extra crit chance. Let's see. Aiming, grip. I can give him a grip. I think. I don't know if I can modify Bianca unless I have the specific stuff for Bianca. all I can give him is a grip. It would help him a little bit. But like I said, I don't want to keep him in the party very long. I don't want to run a 2 rogue party. I'd rather have either 2 tanks or 2 mages. Rogues are basically pure DPS. They don't really provide utility to the party very much. So it's not really worth upgrading anything else that I can see. Okay. We're not going to waste our time with that. So let's go. This is where we go to the stable master to unlock that sort of thing. Let's go in here. And I want to go to that one building and see if it's going to allow me in. Okay, so when you talk to your companions like this, you also can sometimes get options for crafting schematics for their equipment, like Bianca. If I talk to him, I believe he'll give me the option to craft something for Bianca.
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
I'm just glad to be alive.
I'm just glad I'm still standing after all that.
I still can't believe you survived Cassandra. You're lucky you were out cold for most of her frothing rage. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
I was fortunate.
It's pure luck that I escaped.
Good luck or bad? You might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky, that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle.
Man, he's got a nice shirt. Showing off his chest hair. He's got that bling going on. Tell you what, he's flashy. Varric has style. Alright, so tell me about Red Lyrium.
The red lyrium we found at the temple seemed to upset you.
My brother Bartrand and I sort of discovered...
I can't really hear that. I'm going to skip that. He's giving you background from Dragon Age or Dragon Age 2. You deal with Red Lyrium in Dragon Age 2.
I've written to every mining cast house. It also turned... Did someone find more of it?
I think that's...
Yeah.
Okay. See? We got another quest. Nice.
Can I ask you something?
You want to talk about me?
Okay. Where are you from?
Despite whatever
What do you do?
In my spare time, I manage a spy network. Me,
Liliana's job.
my informants and work.
What books do you write?
Most of my stories end.
What shops do you own?
That's my brother's doing.
How do you know Cassandra?
Had questions about that.
Tell me about the crossbow.
I found her in a barrel labeled.
Why Bianca?
I can't tell you.
Why not?
It's the one story.
And that's all. Alright, so we exhausted all of our talking options, and it looks like I did not actually get a crafting schematic for Bianca, and we got this new quest. Primeval Red Lyrium deposits found. So by talking to our companions like this, they can sometimes give us neat stuff. So I could not go in here before. Now I can, so I do think there's something in here worth getting. Yeah, just a codec though, that's all. I thought there was more. What is Flissa?
I mean, I'm Flissa. Can I get you a drink?
I'm actually Dalish.
Nothing fancy, but it's safe.
How do you know Liliana?
She asked if I wanted to own my own.
What can I find in Haven?
Oh, there's also me. Goodbye.
Interesting, so that updated for some reason. That might have an impact later. Created a talking option, which could lead to more things in the future. Also, I couldn't get access to everything in here, I don't think. Might as well talk to Solus.
The chosen of Andraste. A blessed hero sent to save us all.
I hope to be one.
I didn't ask for this. But someone has to find a way to seal this breach.
Spoken nobly indeed.
Huh.
You think I'm mocking you? This age has made people cynical.
This age? How old is he?
I've journeyed deep into the fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars, both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
You study ancient ruins?
What do you mean, ruins and battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. Every battlefield is steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the Fade. I can find memories no other living being has ever seen.
How can you sleep there?
You fall asleep in the middle of ancient ruins. Isn't that dangerous?
I do set wards. And if you leave food out for the giant spiders, they are usually content to live and let live.
That's impressive.
I've never heard of anyone going so far into the Fade. That's extraordinary.
Thank you. It's not a common field of study for obvious reasons. Not so flashy as throwing fire or lightning. The thrill of finding remnants of a 1,000-year-old dream? I would not trade it for anything.
And that's
I
how...
will stay then. At least until the breach has been closed.
I will
Is that in
stay.
doubt?
I am an apostate surrounded by Chantry forces in the middle of a
That's
major
another clue.
rebellion. Cassandra has been accommodating, but you understand my caution.
So by him saying I will stay until the breach is closed, he's talking about staying here with us in the real world instead of the Fade. Talking about all of that time he spends in the Fade and all of the experience he's had. When he talks about pushing through to the other side, he's not talking about living in the real world and then visiting the Fade. He's talking about living in the Fade and visiting the real world. Okay, so he hides who he is and what he is by giving a background of someone who explores the Fade, but it's actually the opposite. He's from the Fade and he explores the real world. Cassandra will protect us.
Cassandra trusts you. She won't let anyone put you into a circle against your will.
Thank you. I appreciate the thought. But now let us
He's
hope
not
either
worried
the
about it.
mages or the Templars have the power to seal the breach.
He doesn't want to impact the world and impact history in a way that would cause there to be a witch hunt for him. That's his only fear. That's just an elf fruit over there. Okay, so I did come in this building. I thought there was more. Yeah, there's an apothecarist now in this building over here. I can see it on the mini-map. Okay, apothecary. Now I can actually make use of all the elf fruit I've been going around getting. What is in here?
We'll get them back on their feet, sister.
Let's talk to this guy, the apothecarist.
Back from the dead.
I think we get a recipe from him.
Someone had to patch you up after your Not that Seeker Pentagast seems... Let me have a look. You want some of these mixed up? You just give the word.
Nice. Yeah. So by completing by giving him those notes, we unlocked a Lyrium Potion.
That's for damn sure. There's no shortage of work.
Okay, so we unlocked another codec. Equip potions. Here's how we can change. I will put a regeneration potion right there. Those are going to be way more important than Lyrium potions. We cannot use Lyrium potions. We are not a mage. So,
perhaps another time.
Upgrade potions. We can upgrade with research. Sure. Very nice. So this is going to increase the healing amount by 50. And we don't have these resources yet. Regeneration potion. We do not have enough royal elf fruit or regular elf fruit. I need 18 regular elf fruit. So yeah, this is why you go around all over the map getting all the elf fruit. Because this is quite expensive. Yeah, and as you can see, you need so much. 36 elf fruit needed for just these two. So yeah. And if you get lucky enough to find a royal elf fruit, you need those as well. So going around picking plants is actually going to be really useful for upgrading our regeneration potions. Okay, that's all we can do for now. Don't know any tonics and don't know any grenades. Okay. Okay, so these will refill, I'm guessing. Oh, they cost elf fruit to craft. Oh, that's unfortunate. I guess I should have been going around and getting a lot more elf root. I just couldn't remember. I remember getting frustrated with always going around getting elf root. Like there was just I felt like I was always picking a plant. It just got really exhausting. But now I know why. Or at least now I remember why. Don't pass up any elf fruit, man. I need, let's see, 6 more. No, I need 3 more to fill up the potions. And then I need 36 more after that just to upgrade the 2 first research options. So yeah. Alright, so now we can do requisitions. I now have the logging stand, right? And I have iron, so I can do the Inquisition weapons. Okay. Our soldiers require additional weapons if they are to be effective, and this rewards us with +1 power, which I believe helps us on the war table. That's why you do that, because it helps you on the war table. So here's Liliana. We can talk to Liliana and hopefully unlock some more stuff.
The champions of the just.
If you played the original Dragon Age Origins, Liliana was a really important and a really cool character in that game.
Is that what you want from us? Blood. Is death your only blessing? You speak for Andraste, no? What does the Maker's Prophet have to say about all of this? What's his game?
Okay.
How is this a game?
Do you see the sky? What about the temple ruins? The bones lying in the dust? Even if you didn't support the Divine's peace, you wouldn't call this right. Who could? So many innocent lives. The faithful murdered where the holiest of holies once stood. If the Maker willed this, what is it if not a game or a cruel joke?
I can't speak for Andraste.
I speak for no one but myself, and I have no answers for you.
You probably don't even worship the Maker. Lucky. He asks a lot. The Chantry teaches that the Maker abandoned us. He demands repentance for our sins. He demands it all. Our lives, our deaths. Justinia gave him everything she had, and he let her die.
You could blame her killers instead of Andraste.
Maybe you should be angry at the people who murdered her.
If the Maker doesn't intervene to save the best of his servants, what good is he? I used to believe I was chosen, just as some say you are. I thought I was fulfilling his purpose for me, working with the Divine, helping people. But now she's dead. It was all for nothing. Serving the Maker meant nothing.
Let me help you.
Maybe you have another purpose. I could help you find it.
No, this is my burden. I regret that I even let you see me like this. It was a moment of weakness. It won't happen again. Come.
Oh, well,
to work.
have a heart, Liliana. Goodness.
We'll speak later.
Crisis of faith much? Oh, come on. Let me talk to you some more. Man, I wanted to unlock some stuff. I feel like there's someone else I can talk to. Oh, it's Varric on the other side. Okay. So let's go back to the war table. Wait, what are these icons? It's of these people and things? So, Josephine, Maeve. Oh, okay. Special shipments down there. 2 more people to talk to over there. That's what it is. Well, let's go.
My creator, judge me whole. Find me well within your
Researcher Maeve wishes to verify that
Alright, here's a cutscene with
The Inquisition cannot remain, Ambassador.
these
She
2.
can't prove it was founded on Justinia's orders.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked his life to slow the magic of the breach. Master Lavelan, this is the Marquis Durellion, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven. House Durellion lent Justinia these lands for pilgrimage. This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
You own this land?
This is the first I've heard of Haven having an owner outside the Chantry.
My wife, Lady Machin of Denham, has claimed to Haven by ancient treaty with the monarchs of Ferelden. We were honored to lend its use to Divine Justinia. She was a woman of supreme merit. I will not let an upstart order remain on her holy grounds.
The Divine's advisors founded it.
Interesting, considering the Inquisition was begun by the left and right hands of the Divine.
I've seen no written records from Sister Liliana or Seeker Pentecost that Justinia approved the Inquisition.
If he won't take her at her word, I'm afraid Seeker Pentagast must challenge him to a duel.
What?
It is a matter of honor among the Navarrans. Shall I arrange the bout for tonight?
No. No. Perhaps my reaction to the Inquisition's presence was somewhat hasty.
We face a dark time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
I'll think on it, Lady Montilyet. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
Wow, she is really good at what she does. You handled him well.
I'm so pleased the Marquis isn't tossing us out into the cold.
His Grace is only the first of many dignitaries we must contend with.
You expect more people in Haven?
Undoubtedly. And each visitor will spread the story of the Inquisition after they depart. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're here.
The Inquisition is lucky to have you as an advocate, Lady Montilyet.
Thank you. Let us hope so. Thedas' politics have become agitated as of late. I hope to guide us down smoother paths. But please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done.
Yeah, okay.
Good day to you.
Let's see if we can unlock some stuff.
We once sent in... no.
Tell me about your work.
I'm also...
Are you doing this for Antiva?
If anything...
Will we have other causes? Do you believe I'm holy?
In any case...
Goodbye. Alright, so this updated, but I'm not sure what we got out of it.
Despite our fame, we're low on steadfast talent. Just...
Okay. Alright, that must be it.
Please tell me if you find something. You're the Herald. My name is Maeve. I research demons and
Alright,
other...
I have something for you.
You've brought back some fascinating things.
So you're a mage?
Luckily, Seeker Pentagast...
You research
At
creatures?
the least, some material...
You didn't join the
Like having
rebels?
the Templars around to keep us safe.
I pity you aren't Dalish.
You might have done well among the Dalish. Our mages are encouraged to study safely.
Fenner will take the Dalish. Don't let my lack of Valisleen fool you, Lethleen. I was a proud member of my clan until my magic manifested. You know what happens when they have too many mages. They gave me a pack and sent me into the woods to find my own life. I was 7 years old.
Dang. That explains a lot.
I wonder you'd rather stay in the circle. You had more than enough life outdoors.
I stumbled into a village, starving and cold, a few weeks later. The villagers saw me make fire in my fist. They were terrified and wanted to kill me.
Wow.
Templars saved me from them.
What a childhood.
They gave me food and clothes and took me to the circle. I've seen what life is like without the Templars, and I want no part of it. I just want to study.
Dang, they really left her out to die at 7 years old. That's crazy.
I like them better than most people.
I'm glad they have...
They deserve better. When they study, they have... But the Templars, if not...
Oh, she's talking about the people that they take the magic away from.
Doesn't really matter now.
Can't remember what they're called.
So much of this world is... Thank you again.
But that's what she's talking about. Okay, so... On the mini-map, that icon is for this right here. Alright, get rid of that on the map. And then go do another mission. Black Emporium did not do much for us. Actually didn't do anything for us, but we just learned that there's a lot of cool stuff there for when we can finally access it. So I see down here on the bottom right we have additional power. So that gives us things like, for this requires power level 8 to do the rescue soldiers.
You were saying something
So there's
about
certain things that we can't do until we have enough power. The
Yes.
Terran of Highever.
Haven has limited space for our soldiers to train. Perhaps we could set up something over here.
Alright, so we could complete this with any of these 3 options. They all require, well, this guy requires 12 minutes and these 2 require 15. But you do get different results depending on who you send. So let's see. They're going to hold a vigil in remembrance of Justinia and cordially invite the Inquisition. So we could send a diplomatic attaché and some of the Templars. Liliana said she knew Terran Kozland, or she knows Terran Kozland, and she knew Justinia. I can't attend, but I could write to him. Writing seems very impersonal. And then Colin says we have a number of Ferelden officers. We could send an honor guard to Highever. No, as the general, this seems like very much a diplomatic thing to do. We're going to use our diplomacy specialist to handle that. I think that's going to be better than using our general and his forces. I'd rather have those forces available for something else. So, address a nobleman's concerns. Your Inquisition says it's time for order against chaos, reason and darkness. If you stand by this, come forth and drive the heretics from my lands. They claim to be refugees, but I have seen elves and apostates among them. Filthy savages, tearing at our roots. Our monarch refuses to send forth armies, and my own knights were decimated at the conclave. I require your aid to return peace to my lands. Prove your loyalty, and I will see you richly rewarded for your faith. Yeah, I'm not going to come fight your... No. We could send a few patrols, but I would prefer they help the refugees, not Lord Kildarn. Me too. We can take advantage of his raving. My spies can harass the refugees into moving somewhere else to win Lord Kildarn's favor. Let us send a polite refusal and nothing more. That's the one I would choose, I think. So let's see if I can do something else. Contact Clan Lavalin. They offer greetings to the Inquisition and wishes it well in sealing the breach that is opened in the sky. While some Dalish clans hate humans and wish nothing to do with them, Clan Lavalin has always dealt fairly with all and wished only for peace. That said, we have on occasion been forced to defend ourselves from those who saw us only as potential victims. It has come to our attention that a member of our clan is being held captive by your Inquisition. He went to the Conclave only to observe the peace talks, talking about me now, between your mages and Templars, and we find it highly unlikely that he intentionally violated your customs. If he has been charged with a crime, we would appreciate hearing of it. If not, it would ease our concerns to hear from him to know that he remains with the Inquisition of his own free will. We await your reply, Keeper Istamithorial Lavelin. Alright, so my troops can deliver news and make it clear that the Inquisition should be taken seriously, or the Dalish respect deeds, not words. Let my elven agents deliver something the clan needs as a show of good faith. Yeah, we're going to go with that one.
What we have.
And I don't want to use my troops to address this really stupid nobleman's concerns. So we're going to skip that until we have the diplomatic solution instead and send a polite refusal. That's done. So we can gather coin. I don't think there's anything else to do over here. Yeah, I'm not seeing any icons, so we're just going to gather coin with our troops. We have soldiers, let them protect caravans and do other honest work for coin. Right. It's going to take an hour, but hey, that's a good choice for our troops. I did not see the option for Inquisition perks, but let me check again. I saw a 0, I thought. What? Aw, it seems to be bugged. No! Am I gonna have to reload? Oh man, you gotta be kidding me. Hold on while I take care of this. Okay, whew. I just had to press escape. Couldn't click on close, and I couldn't press M like it wanted me to, so I had to press escape. So Inquisition perks 0. But,
my scouts are posted on the ridges in case there's any trouble.
I would go over it right now, but we don't have any perks to spend, so there's no point. So let's go ahead and back out. Okay. So now I need to, hold on. I need to go special shipments, And then I also need to go talk to Cassandra and Colin and see if they have any upgrades for me. Or any information. And sometimes I think they can give me a new quest, but I'm not sure. You just never know when you're going to get a new quest from talking to somebody, so you always kind of have to always exhaust all talking options. It's just kind of how it works. So as those missions finish in about 20 minutes, we will get more mission options. So.
I spoke with Commander Cullen.
Oh, is this? Yeah. Okay. So this is right here. Special shipments. Nothing was in it. That's a bug. That's where you get your stuff for the pre-order. It comes in that little box. But I already claimed it, so I don't know why it's still showing up. That's the dagger of the dragon that I'm using. And there was dragon armor as well that I'm not using. So, all right, Colin, let's see what you got for us.
Lieutenant.
I don't really like Colin, so I'm going to skip all of his talking points. Not a big fan of the guy. He reminds me of... no, I'm not going to have a romance with Mr. Cullen. I can't remember his name, but from Dragon Age Origins, one of the main guys on your team is a prior Templar, and he has a really cool storyline, and he's a really cool character.
Still, I didn't... Of course, but there were many my age who felt they were also tasked with... We need safeguards in place to protect people.
Okay.
Mages pretend to ignore
Do you not speak to the mages?
Course, ignoring one another.
How are Templars trained? Did you enjoy it?
I admit.
Tell me about the vows. That was all. So you learn a lot about the Templars by talking to him. Tell me about yourself.
I grew up in Pharrell.
Nice. Okay, so we just unlocked something. You were away a long time. Tell me about the Blight. What happened at the Circle. Tell me about Kirkwall. Tell me about the Rebellion. How did it end? Varric's from Kirkwall. That's all for now. Okay, this guy had a lot of talking points. Why did the Templars leave? What changed? Anything I should know? Tell me about your colleagues. How's it working with Josephine? What do you think of Liliana? Tell me about your soldiers. I have no more questions. Okay. May not seem like we got much out of that, but I think it was worth it. You never know what it's going to unlock later when talking to other people. The dialogue in this game is fantastic. Not just the voice acting and the writing, but also... yeah, I'll create a...
You're kind of a force of nature, aren't you?
When I need to be.
It's impressive.
You flatter me.
I'm trying.
Did I do the right thing?
Just trying to flirt with Cassandra a little bit.
What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life.
Man, this video is an hour long and I've done no combat. It's really frustrating.
And they may be right.
You had to do it.
You didn't?
Didn't I? My trainers... I see what must... But I misjudged you in the beginning. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
You had cause.
It wasn't like you had no reason to suspect me.
You've said you don't believe you're chosen. Does that mean...
I believe in elven gods.
I'm Dalish.
And there's no rule, I suppose. I have to believe we were... Now it's simply...
Yeah.
It occurs to me I don't actually... I'm not sure. Where are you from? Oh, I didn't think you're... I'm told some members of your clan might still be alive. Do you intend to go back?
Home is wherever I am.
Wherever I am is home enough for me.
That's how I feel now. After years of tending to business,
to get a little bit real, that's how I feel in the real world as well. I spent some time in the military, so from moving around for the military, you learn to make your home where you are.
That's all there is to know. And they have them. My brother was all that...
What happened to your brother? Tell me about Navarra.
Thus I did not see
What about your parents?
Thus we were raised.
Mortalisi, or whatever it was.
So fascinating.
You worked for the Divine?
The short version is that...
What is a right hand?
But
You believed in her.
I only wish she had lived to see.
How did you become right hand?
The tail gets bigger.
You're being modest.
Yet I became the right hand.
You're delightful.
And they are forgotten.
You're delightful, you know that?
No, I do not know that. I object. There is nothing delightful about me.
I beg to differ.
I think I preferred you in the stocks.
It's funny how she gets so flustered whenever you flirt with her. Okay. Talk to me about the Chantry.
It has fallen apart when everyone...
Should the Chantry be saved? What new purpose? You sound like an idealist.
A chance for renewal.
Who is Chancellor Roderick?
Some might agree.
Will there be a problem?
Dealing with him further.
Will there be a new Divine?
The problem now is that...
What if they don't agree?
We shall see what...
Would you serve a new
I am
Divine?
no longer in a position...
Why did you leave the Chantry?
I suppose history...
That's all for now. It sucks that you have to keep going back into it. Like, it should just let you stay in until you exit.
Why am I not surprised?
Even a little exit button would be nice. So that way you don't have to go through the dialogue options to find... Oh, there it is, down there. Leave conversation. Okay. Thank you. Or, thank you, Blizzard. Not Blizzard. BioWare. Thank you, BioWare, for including that. What happened to your brother? That's all for now.
Not to speak.
Okay.
Do you need
and then investigate. Tell me about the Seekers.
We were meant to be incorrupt.
What are the Seekers?
We disciplined the temple.
They did a bad job.
If you don't see a problem, it doesn't
Could that be fixed?
In my heart.
What other abilities do you have?
Seekers can gain...
What are your gifts?
Once there was a Seeker who...
Why did the Seekers rebel?
The Seekers sought...
You disagree?
If we'd been...
I agree with you.
The moment the mages voted for independence...
How do you become a Seeker?
For
what is the Vigil?
And the moment it finally...
It does sound wonderful.
I'm told it is impossible.
Enough talk for now. Okay. We chose the wrong option once, so we got her to disapprove a little bit, but... Tell me about yourself.
Why am I not surprised?
What happened to your brother? Okay, we already listened to all that. Okay, so we learned a lot about her. That's going to update some things, I think. I hope. What's next? Anything? I think we've talked to everybody we need to talk to. All that's left is for us to go. Alright, so I could wait 12 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever and check the board again, the war table. And by checking the war table, I might be able to get a mount over here. But I think also I have to do something out in the hinterlands. I think by doing something in the hinterlands, I open the option to get a mount. Yes, yes, okay. There's like a farm, I think, or stables or something out in the hinterlands. And I think you have to do that quest and then this opens up. Could be wrong, but I think I remember something about that. So let's go to the world map. You don't have to go to the war table and click on it in the war table. You can just come here and click on the hinterlands. So let's begin. We're going to take the only team we can. I can't wait to get Vivian. She's going to make the game a lot easier because you can run a dual mage team and have them focus on barriers. You build them both with barriers, and then you make it in the AI that you can change in the game. You can change companion AI and how they interact in battle, and you can make it to where they prioritize the barriers above every other spell they have. And that does so much for keeping you alive and making the game easier. And you're going to see a lot of combat in the game that you think is not challenging, and you're like, this is not challenging. Why is he making such a big deal about all this strategy? It's not a hard game. And for the most part, you're right. There's only a couple of difficult fights, but those fights are so difficult that a lot of people pass them by after they die a couple of times in tries, and then they come back to them later when they're higher leveled. That's not really an option for us because we've got a trial going called Even Ground that makes it so things are always the same level as us. We are never going to out-level the enemy.
I've heard the stories. Everyone has.
We can't just leave and come back and something will be easier. We might have better gear. We might have, you know, more ability points and stuff, which will make the fight easier. But it's not going to be the same as it is without that trial.
We'll do whatever we can to help.
Harding, huh? Ever been to Kirkwall's Hightown?
I can't say I have. Why?
You'd be Harding and... No, never mind.
Ugh.
Pleased to meet you.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
We should get to business. The situation's pretty dire. We came to secure horses from Redcliffe's old horsemaster. I grew up here, and people always said that Dennett's herds were the strongest and the fastest this side of the Frostbacks. But with the Mage Templar fighting getting worse, we couldn't get to Dennett. Maker only knows if he's even still alive. Mother Giselle's at the crossroads helping refugees and the wounded. Our latest reports say that the war's spread there too. Corporal Vale and our men are doing what they can to help protect the people, but they won't be able to hold out very long. You best get going. No time to lose.
Alright, let's go get our horses. This armor is really weird looking. Not a fan of the... They tried to make it look, I don't know, dirty or bloody or something, but it just doesn't look good. Yeah, this armor is not good. Oh well. Alright, so over here is a exclamation point. Requisition officer report.
What is it?
Okay, good. They need lamb's wool and silk. Inspection requisitions, change party. Field tents. We need 5 silk and 5 lamb's wool. Equip potions. Regeneration potion. And we only had 2 elf root, so we can only make a couple of those. At least they only require 1 elf root to make. Elf root is fairly common and cheap. So, at least there's that. Normally, you'd want to head down this way, right? Oops. Towards rifts, and then holding in the hinterlands, and then down here, seeing red. Hold on, I'm looking for the correct one. There's Primeval Red Lyrium, there's Master of Horses. That's one that we should be going for, and then we should be getting rifts on the way. And there's Redcliffe up there. I'm remembering the map. It's been a while since I've seen this map, and I'm just remembering on where to go. You don't want to get turned around. Okay, so we're going to go this way. Yeah, okay, this sounds right. So, the fights that I was talking about are some of the rift fights. Some of the rift fights where they summon a lot of really difficult demons to kill make this game a bit of a challenge. Okay, definitely don't want to go down that way. Which way are we going to go? I believe if we go this way, we find some stuff. Difficult to kill these things unless you're a ranged class. So, until we have a ranged ability, or if we feel like swapping a bow out every now and then, but you do that to get lamb's wool. And we need some lamb's wool for the quest. So I'm actually going to come here. Can I? Can I catch the stupid thing? Is it even worth it to try? Oh, wow. I wasn't doing the pulse, so I wasn't seeing this stuff, but a lot of stuff to get. Alright, so I am going to have to work with my bar, and I'm going to have to put some of these others on some other keys. Like Z currently has no function. X has no function.
The apostates have fled
C
to the hills.
has no function. V, so I can use QE. What is R? Is R just auto attack? Yeah, seems like it. I have the ram targeted still. Let's see. Yeah. R is just an auto attack. Okay. So that's what I was going for. The Asterium. That's a little puzzle you can solve. So I can use QERZX. I only need about 3 slots here, so these 2 can also be on slots. Okay. Just figuring out how I'm going to do my keys. I think I'm going to do ZXC for the potions. But for 9 and 0, I'll do Z and X for now. And then for 6, 7, and 8, I'll do Q, E, and R. Okay. Let's go to options, and we do the key bindings. All right. Let's see. For 6, we want Q. For this, we want E. For this, we want R. This we want Z. And this we want X. Crap. I thought it was save. I didn't read it. I just automatically clicked because I thought it was going to be save. Shows me, doesn't it? I should read. Okay. Alright, so now it shows Z and X. And then Q, E, and R. Okay. Let's go find some more stuff. There's going to be some mages and Templars around here that pop up. Right there, actually. Alright, here we go. First fight. Oh wait, no, these are on our side. Okay. They got in a fight recently. They killed him without us. That's what this loot is from. This loot is from the enemies dropping stuff. Actually, not that. That's always there, but...
I'm not familiar with this.
Okay. This stuff is always worth getting for the codex. Free experience. And... more? Just this. Okay, let's do the puzzle. Let's see. If I remember right, you come down like this. Huh. No, it's not it. You have to go to one of these. You don't have a choice. Let's just go down. No, it's not going to work. Okay. Nope. Okay, start here. Okay, that'll do. I don't know. What am I doing wrong? It's been a while since I did these. Huh. Oh, I see. There we go. Okay. We got it.
Where does this lead?
Cool. That showed us the location of the next Asterium puzzle. Alright, so let's look on the map. This leads us to another rift, but if I remember right, it's a difficult rift. This leads us... oh, actually no. No, that's not a difficult rift. This direction is a difficult rift. There's two of them. And they're very difficult. But you can't see them yet on the map for some reason. But anyways. We can go down there, I think. Oh, which way to go? Let's just head to this rift. We'll collect stuff on the way. Can I kill this thing? I want the lamb's wool. No? Nope. Okay, I tried to dash to it. It didn't work too well. Quest location up here. Quest marker. Sketch of Calenhad's Foothold. Yeah, I've gotten this before, but I can't remember it right now. It's up on the hill. Elf fruit. Okay. Well, let's go to this rift up here. There's some iron. I don't know how much iron we have, but I think we've got enough. You see on the mini-map? There's some stuff to fight. On the hill. Alright, we're gonna quick save. Alright, here we go. We're gonna close our first rift. In the hinterlands, anyway. Okay, so I am going to stealth. Come up behind this one. Nice, we'll do that. And then we'll stealth again. Make sure we're not taking damage. Get it from behind again. Okay, and now it's going to summon a bunch more. Right, it should. As soon as they're done taking this one out. Okay, next wave coming up. I will stealth. These guys can take all the aggro, and then I disrupt the rift. When I disrupt the rift, it damages and stuff everything. So there we go. Come over here. Nice. Let's activate our poison. Okay, we stealthed. Oh, why can't we? Oh, we have to target it. Okay. So now we close it. She's using up a lot of our potions. She doesn't have enough abilities yet. Speaking of, I forgot, but I need to spend all their ability points. Yeah, there's a quest to do here. Widow Mara.
My husband and stole the ring from his finger. They deserve to die.
Templars killed your husband?
The Templars attacked your husband.
Aye. He was digging out a stump. The fools couldn't tell a shovel from a mage's staff. Had to be safe, they said. Rebels everywhere attacking by surprise, sick bastards. They took the ring I gave him on our wedding day in case it was magic.
What?
Farewell.
That's corrupt Templars for you. They killed a shepherd. He had a shepherd's staff. Poor defenseless guy, and they took everything and robbed him, and then claimed that they thought he was a mage. That's messed up. Ring of Life Drain. That's interesting. Okay. So we closed our first rift, guys. Very nice. I'm just sort of running around, like, this area is very familiar to me. Oh, here's a mage. Let's do our thing, I guess. Activate poisons, and then hit this guy from behind. And that was it. Gone already. We'll come through, and then we'll stealth. Poisoned. Right, got taunted off. So then we come here, we ruptured. Lots of damage. Right, very good.
And Templars and innocent people caught in the middle. Some things never
Yeah,
change.
we're going to come across a lot of fights like that. Just random mages and Templars fighting it out, and then we just kill both sides. We don't take sides. We kill everyone equally. Stupid mages fighting stupid Templars. Not on our turf. That's cool. This is one of the really cool aspects of Dragon Age Inquisition. It feels a lot more open world than Dragon Age Origins does with the maps. This is just really satisfying and fun to do this and look at this. And you have to explore all this. It's such a big map. I love it. To me, it's really fun. So there's a quest down there. Oops. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to do that. And can't chase those things down, so we're going to go down here to this quest. Oh, still took damage. Alright, look at this. Look at all this elf fruit, guys. Yay. Royal elf fruit, too. Very nice. We're going to be able to do some research now. Upgrade our regeneration potions. Get out of my way, Varric. I do wish you could just go through your companions. I wish there wasn't collusion.
Interesting reading.
On your companions. Between you and them. That does get frustrating sometimes when you're trying to go through doorways and whatnot. Yeah, it gets very frustrating. Okay, so what is over here? Oh, elf fruit. Alright, so you know what? Let's go clear out this main area first. Let's do this main quest before we do anything else.
Mother Giselle should be somewhere nearby.
Something back up there to fight. Probably another mage and Templar group. They respawn. They're like the only mobs that respawn constantly on this map. Is the mages and Templars. You can just keep fighting. Okay, so we can go up there. There's something important up there. But you know what? That requires more exploration. And I'm trying to do this quest. So let's actually not get distracted and do the quest. First, I want to spend ability points. Not mine, because I don't have any to spend. Varric has 3 points that he can spend. Okay, so we can give him archery talents. We can give him these talents. For some reason, he already bought one in Caltrops, which is really dumb. We can even help him stealth. And then we can set him to stealth when he gets below a certain health percentage with his AI. But we have 3 points to spend, so I can actually unlock throwing blades right away. If I come over here, I can unlock explosive shot and shotgun. He already has long shot, thankfully. This is really powerful. This makes it hit like an absolute truck. And actually, if I spend 3 points, I can get explosive shot and full draw. Okay. 1600% damage. That's what I'm saying, man. The archer is such a strong class. These abilities are ridiculously strong. 1600% damage. I don't get anything like that on my best day as a Dagger Rogue. Dagger Rogue is underpowered when it comes to damaging abilities until they become an assassin and they get Hidden Blades. Hidden Blades is really good, but 1600% damage or 200 plus 900, 1100% damage. I'm not sure if that 600 is also calculated, and if it is, that's 1700% damage. Yeah, Archer is just ridiculously strong in this game with just these two abilities, full draw and long shot. I'm going to do something I wouldn't normally do. I'm going to give him throwing blades. It's going to cause him to sunder enemies, which is going to help me do more damage. He'll do less overall. He's also going to sunder enemy armor with critical hits. Why not? I like the sound it makes, and it does decent damage. Well, guys, it's only 400% weapon damage. Look, 4 hits for 400%. The best thing about it is it does a 100% armor sunder. It's not really worth it. It's just, he wasted that point, so I wanted to kind of capitalize on that. Tell you what. That helps. This does not help him, really. That's not really a big deal. Uh, 200% weapon damage. I mean, he'd get the same amount from like 2 or 3 weapon attacks. So that's not really that much damage. This would be the only reason I would get it, but eh. So, I mean, sure. Might as well, right? Not a whole lot else to get. Okay. We'll give him Hidden Blades. And then we will get him a Fistful of Daggers, I think. No, because he's not going to be close enough. Yeah, you have to aim it perfectly, because 15 meters actually isn't that far. And he's going to be long range a lot of the time, so this would be kind of a wasted point. And this helps a little bit, but it's only an additional 100% damage, because it's 4 hits, 25% each, right? It does stack. Hold on. 25 and the 50 is 75. And then 75 and 75 is 150. And then 150 and 100 is 250. So it's actually 250% extra damage total. Because it stacks. So each time, each dagger does that much more. The first one does 25% more. Second one does, 50% more. So you're at a total of 75% extra damage. And you just do the math. So it's 250% extra damage over the 4 hits. So this actually is 250% extra damage. That's worth it. So I'll probably get precision targeting. And then we'll get something else. But I could get leeching poison for him as well. That would help keep him alive. It's tempting. But might as well get him some archery talents, I guess. So we also have to do the tactics. Let's go ahead and do that. Caltrops, we are not going to use ever. Disable caltrops. Long shot. Preferred. Throwing blades. Preferred. Actually, long shot. Yeah, they'll both be preferred. No, enabled. We'd rather him use throwing blades. Or would we? If he uses this at extreme range, well, 15 meters. If he uses that at 15 meters, he does more damage. So let's make this preferred, so he uses it first. And then he'll close into range and use throwing blades. Okay? So hopefully this will take priority, and he'll be at a longer range, and therefore get the damage bonus. So that's the way we'll do that. Okay? Behaviors. This is the AI. Alright, if mana stamina falls below this threshold, party member will stop using abilities that require it. Alright. Seems like they may have changed this a bit. This does look a little different from what I remember. Party member will not use healing potions if this many or fewer remain. When the party member's health falls below this threshold, they will attempt to use a healing potion. Sure. Partying behavior is on follow. Choose targets by following another party member's target or by prioritizing threats to another party member. How do I adjust this? I can't. Well, let me change it. What? You gotta be kidding me. Defend. Follow. Interesting. Okay. We want to set the threshold for 20%. Okay. And the reason you do that, well, actually, tell you what. We'll set it for 10%. The reason you do this is because you may want to switch over, right, and use an ability. So let's say that they have an ability that would be clutch in certain situations. You want to set it to where if you switch to control this character and use that ability, you know you're going to have the mana or stamina available because they never use enough to go below that point. That's how you use this. So this is useful for the Dispel trick. When you're closing rifts and you have a mage with Dispel, Dispel will get rid of the summon before it has a chance to pop up. So what you want to do is set your mana stamina reserve at like 30% so that you can always Dispel on command. So you switch to that mage and then you have a free Dispel ready to go. But on Varric, I'm never going to have to do that. So I'll just set this at 10% so he feels free to do whatever he wants. And that's it. That's the extent of your AI control. That's so dumb, guys. I thought there was so much more. I thought I could add more. Yeah, That's really dumb. Okay, so here is the extent of our AI control, being able to choose abilities and set either preferred or disabled. Like, that's the extent of our AI control. That's really disappointing. For some reason, I thought we had more. I played Dragon Age Origins recently, and Dragon Age Origins had a lot better tactics set up. You could really make your characters utilize their builds a lot more effectively. That disappoints me. Okay, so let's do Solus. He has 3 points to spend. We want Dispel as soon as possible because, like I said, when we're closing rifts, this is really going to come in handy. This is not necessarily as important. It only lasts for 10 seconds, and we're not going to use Dispel all that often. So we want Dispel, but we don't, necessarily want these. This mana regeneration is really good, but it doesn't help us. Oh, mana or stamina. Okay. So it says mana regeneration, but it also does stamina regeneration as well. So this is very helpful to have. Mind Blast, meh. Not super excited about that. Strength of Spirits. This is really good. Barrier bonus 50%. Very good. Fortifying Blast. Cleansing Blast. Revival. Honestly, Revival is okay, but it costs 85 mana, so can't use it all that often. And when you can, I mean, hardly any of the fights in the game are hard enough to justify having Revival. I usually get it, but it's not necessarily super necessary. Okay, so we're definitely getting Dispel. And do I want Strength of Spirits? Yes, I think Strength of Spirits would go a long ways towards keeping my party alive. But I also need some damaging abilities. And right now the only one he has is Winter's Grasp. Fade Step is good. Flash Fire is really good. Oh no, sorry, not Flash Fire. Immolate is really good. 16-second cooldown, 8-second burn at 75% weapon damage and 300% weapon damage. It also has a decent area, and it only costs 35 mana. Yeah. Reduces cooldown, does more damage and more burning, blah, blah, blah. So, Immolate, really, really powerful, just basic spell every mage should have in the game. Probably one of the best spells to get. Another really strong spell to get is this one right here. Chain Lightning. Very strong spell. Yep. And then you want to get it with Arcing Surge. Arcing Surge for sure. A lot of good spells here in this tree. Those barriers, though, tempting to go straight for that, but I feel like he also needs to do some damage or it'll just take forever to kill some things. We're going to get Immolate. Okay. And then we come over here to Tactics and we make sure... This only costs 35 mana, so I'm okay if he uses it. I think. Am I? No. Maybe not. Okay. We're going to disable Dispel. Well, never mind. We'll enable it. That's fine. Immolate is... Barrier. We want Barrier to be the only preferred. So every time his abilities are up, he will use Barrier before he uses anything else. So when it comes to mages, we're actually... Yeah, we're going to leave the rest of these up, and he can use these as he sees fit. But Barrier, I want him to use it on cooldown every single time he can. So that's the way we're going to do that. This we're going to keep at 10%. Oh, no. We're going to keep at 30%. I want that Dispel to be guaranteed as an option whenever I need him to dispel something while I'm closing a rift. Okay, we'll do that. Yeah, 30% for him, so that way we always have Dispel as an option. And the barrier's preferred. Okay, so that's done with Solus. Cassandra, nice. She has 3 to spend. She's already got Payback Strike and Shield Wall. I'm not a big fan of Shield Wall, but it's okay. Payback Strike, however, is very strong. And it stuns. Yeah, and it's also a taunt, so you have very strong ability. These passives, you need all these passives. Like, I would say aside from Dagger Rogues, full tanks require almost more passes than anything else in the game, because so much of this is required to keep her alive. As you saw how much damage she took in the previous battle, she took so much damage. So my main goal is to make sure she has abilities that allow her to get guard. So you're looking for abilities that generate more guard. Can't move? No, thank you. Improved armor? Sure, but no, I need abilities that give me guard. And these don't really. Nope. Here we go. Okay, these should give me guard. Charging Bull. Warcry. Taunt all nearby enemies with a shouted challenge, gaining extra guard for each enemy affected. 20% guard per enemy on a 24-second cooldown. You can improve her armor by 200% for 10 seconds. 10 meters versus... doesn't say. But it boosts it by 10 meters, I guess. It makes it last longer. No, I think I'd rather give her the armor. Trust the Steel. 20% armor bonus when she has guard. Maximum guard bonus by 25%. And then Livid Bodyguard. Hold on. After you finish your charge, your next ability costs no stamina. Not so good. Faster and gives you more control. I mean, I'm sure it'll be useful. I'm sure it's good, but is it really all that necessary? Increases stamina regeneration. Okay. Only gives 10% guard. You can challenge as many enemies as you want with no cooldown. No, that would just make her use this ability constantly. This would be good if you were like playing the character, but I think the AI would misuse that, and that would actually make her drain her stamina super fast. So no. And this does not increase guard, so not interested in that. Let's see. Guard per enemy hit is 10%. And then this. So this gives her more guard per enemy hit, 20%. Okay. None of these are really giving her any guard. This is for two-handed warriors. It says requires a two-handed weapon. Not really getting any guard from these. Yep. The super helpful, but no, it's not giving me any guard. Lunge and slash. It's like a charge. Okay, so yeah, none of it really builds guard. So we're coming back here. I guess I'll increase her armor by 200% for 10 seconds. I think that'll be very helpful. And then we can do Charging Bull, maybe. I have a feeling this could backfire, but it also might be really good. So, not sure. I'm going to go ahead and get it for her. Okay, so you can come over here to Tactics. We're going to make this one preferred because it costs 35 stamina, and that's fine. All this is fine. You want to make the things that give her guard her preferred abilities, so that way she's always generating guard. So this one we're going to make preferred because it gets her 20% guard per enemy hit. So even if it's only one enemy, it still generates more guard than this, which is only 10%. So this is going to be preferred. This is going to do decent damage, but it doesn't generate guard, so. I don't want to make Charging Bull preferred, I don't think. She'll be charging everywhere. It actually gets kind of annoying. Okay. We'll make this preferred as well. Okay. That'll do. That's fine. I'm never going to control her, so we're going to keep that at 10%. Okay. We are finally done. Do we have any new gear? We kind of do. Here we've got maybe upgrades to Cassandra. Guard damage bonus. I mean, it's only a little bit more damage. Not really worth. Okay, bows, I'm not really concerned about. Gotta get rid of those. Armor, we've got this. Kunari? Yeah, nobody's a Kunari. Ranged defense. Okay. He doesn't have anything. I guess we're all level 4 now, so we can all put something on. I'll keep the dexterity. Solus, I need you to be tanky. We'll give you the maximum health, I think. Wait. What does Cassandra have? Melee defense? Yeah, sure. She's the only one that's really going to be... Ooh, no, wait, hold on. Willpower. Yeah, definitely give the willpower to Solus. Cassandra, I will give you the health. Varric, you can have ranged defense. And I'll keep the dexterity. Okay. Accessories. Ring of Life Drain. 2% heal on kill. Tempted to give that to Cassandra, but I will keep that for now. Okay. That does it. Let's save the game really quick. We did a lot of work. Okay. Let's go down and finish this main quest, and then we will cut the episode here. Probably take a break, make myself some macaroni and cheese for lunch. Healthy lunch, right? 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 Okay, here we go. We're about to get in a big fight.
Inquisition forces. They're trying to protect the refugees.
Looks like they could use a hand.
Yep, sure does, doesn't it? Alright, so we are flanking, so we do a lot of extra damage.
I do not think they care, Seeker.
Okay, let's keep going.
We are not Templars. We mean you no harm.
Alright, so I'm going to make sure that I flank the target. Okay, I'm going to stealth because I took aggro just now. So I'm going to take out this mage if we can. Okay, didn't get a chance to stealth off that for some reason, not sure why. And that also didn't work. Okay. That worked. Okay, where's the other enemies? We look at the minimap to find them.
Be ready. More coming our way.
Try not to step in the fire. Looks like it didn't matter. Alright, so we're going to go after this guy first. We'll use our poisons. Alright. we were not flanking the target because he had turned to face us, so let's do stealth. There's Solus doing his fire ability, which is really nice and helpful. I can't find out where he's facing, so hard to flank him. Alright, we got him. That worked.
We have...
By the end of
Nice.
hard in...
That's all she wrote. And that's a couple of times in that fight you probably saw part of the reason I don't like playing Stealth Dagger Rogues in this game. The melee attacks and the hitboxes and the animation for it, it feels really clunky. It does not feel good. If you play a ranged class in this game, you'll likely enjoy the combat a lot more. Dagger Rogues just have a problem with hitboxes and animation.
Who can heal your wounds? Lie still.
Don't touch me, Mother. Their magic is...
Turn to noble purpose. Their magic is surely no more evil than your blade.
What?
Hush, dear boy. Allow them to ease your suffering.
Mother Giselle?
I am. And you must be the one they are calling the Herald of Andraste.
You asked for me?
I'm told you asked for me.
I know of the Chantry's denouncement, and I am familiar with those behind it. I won't lie to you. Some of them are grandstanding, hoping to increase their chances of becoming the new divine.
Of course.
Some are simply terrified. So many good people, senselessly taken from us.
It was a tragedy.
What happened was horrible.
Fear makes us desperate, but hopefully not beyond reason. Go to them. Convince the remaining clerics you are no demon to be feared. They have heard only frightful tales of you. Give them something else to believe.
Will that work?
That won't just make it worse.
Because you are not human?
That too.
Let me put it this way. You needn't convince them all. You just need some of them to doubt. The power is the unified voice. Take that from them and you receive the time you need.
Thank you.
It's good of you to do this.
I honestly don't know if you've been touched by fate or sent to help us, but I hope. Hope is what we need now. The people will listen to your rallying call as they will listen to no other. You could build the Inquisition into a force that will deliver us or destroy us. I will go to Haven.
No pressure.
And provide Sister Leliana the names of those in the Chantry who will be amenable to a gathering. It is not much, but I will do whatever I can.
Thank you, Mother Giselle. That's actually helpful. Got to establish a foothold, create a group of people that support us and are vocal about that support.
Corporal Vale is coordinating the Inquisition.
Okay, so we have a lot of exploration to do.
We should speak with him.
A lot of stuff to pick up. I know how boring that is, and I'm trying to do that off camera. It's just a habit to gather everything as a completionist. So, that is what I typically do. But yeah, I have a lot of gathering to do, and I don't want to bore you guys with that. So I'm going to do all the gathering and stuff that I can, and then when I go around and start doing more combat after I'm done in gathering inside this area, I will continue the recording. So thank you all for watching. Hopefully in the next episode we have more combat and less running around gathering and talking to people, so it's more exciting. Anyways, thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next episode.